Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to cut this big old Moroccan agate nodule. So, decent size. We'll put this on the 10-inch trim saw. And it's got one window on it. And it's got some gorgeous banding in it. I bet we end up with parallax or that shadow banding in this stone for sure. So obviously I want to cut it parallel to that. So we'll cut that off as a heel and see if this is worth slabbing at some point. Because this stuff will make nice cabs. So I'm going to get this on the saw. We'll get a heel cut off of this end and we'll see what it looks like. See if it's worth slabbing the rest of it at some point. So let me go get this on the saw. We'll get it cut and see if this pattern holds through and if there's any fractures in it. I'm hoping not. I don't see any signs of fractures, but we'll see. All right, let me go get it cut. I'll be right back with the results and we'll see what we're dealing with. All right, everybody, I'm back from the saw. So I did get a cut that heel off. So let's take a look. So let's start with the heel. See what we notice. Okay, I can see some little fracturing on the edge here, possibly. It does have shadow banding. No color, it's mostly white and clear. All right, let's take a look at the big half. All right, so definitely got a fracture in this one. I wish I would have noticed that before I cut it. It was definitely harder to see with a lack of light coming into it. But you can tell there's a fracture that runs that deep. So I'm gonna give this one another cut at some point back behind that fracture and hope I don't run into another fracture. Because this, look at that banding, the scrolling or the parallax, shadowing effect. That's crazy. But yeah, you can definitely see that fracture. And if you look closely, you can see it pretty deep into the stone. So, yeah, got plenty of rock to work with here, so I'll cut it again back behind that, and then this can be face polished. The other side, if I cut it far enough down and have no fracture in it, that side might look a lot better for the heel. But yeah, that is a gorgeous stone. Look at that pattern. All right, well, before I end this video, I'm going to take it back to the saw. And I'm going to give it one more cut. I'm going to cut a really thick slab off of this, so I get rid of that fracture at least. And we'll take a look at it. So let me go back to the saw, cut that one more time, and see what we end up with. All right, back from the saw. So I took an indelible marker and kind of highlighted where the fracture was, so I made sure I cut on the other side of it. And I cut this heel off, so let's take a look at this heel. First off, let's remind everybody where the fracture was, and you can kind of see it down underneath as it's going that way. Let's see if we can see it on the other side. All right, so this is just from the saw. That black mark. It looks like there's a little bit of a fracture on the edge right there. Possibly a different fracture. It's possible that's where it came around, I don't know. But otherwise, look at the parallax in that. It's like ribbons in that agate. White ribbons in a clear chalcedony. That's super cool. All right, let's take a look at this other end. All right, how did we do? Well, I don't see any fractures. Perfect. I think we got a perfect cut on the other side of that fracture. You get the shadow banding going in this one really good. It's a pretty big pattern. So I don't know if I will cut this in slabs for the future to make cabs or whether I'm just gonna polish it. Either way, yeah, it's a really nice stone. So let's put the different pieces back up, including the original heel. So here we go. Very cool. All right, well, thank everybody for watching. And please hit subscribe if you haven't already. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.